This is Eric from Pack Hacker, and today we're comparing the GRIP6 forged carbon fiber belt and the Arcade Atlas belt. If you think this video is helpful, make sure you subscribe so we can continue making content like this to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. So to start things off, you can see just size comparison that the Arcade is a bit smaller when rolled up. They're pretty comparable though. I mean, you're gonna be wearing this thing anyway. It's not often you're gonna have it in your pack. I will say that the Arcade belt does stay together a little bit when you have it folded up, a little bit better. But again, you're gonna be wearing this thing. So let's start talking about the actual belts. Let me unroll these real quickly. We'll be focusing on the materials and the buckles and all that good stuff. So we actually just got this new Arcade belt. We've been testing this exact one. Tom's actually testing one in South America right now. And we've also been using this pretty much exact same belt in the older model for quite some time. So this Arcade belt comes in seven different colorways. You can get either a 1.5 or a 1.25 inch. So if you do, have pants with smaller belt loops, you will be able to buy the smaller one and this will fit through there. Or if you just like a smaller profile belt, you have that option. Whereas the GRIP6 forged carbon belt, it only comes in that 1.5 inch option, so you can't go any skinnier than that, and it comes in 6 colorways. So we do have good colorways for both of these. This one will come in a bunch of different sizes, so you don't have as much, or you don't have any stretch on this one. So I believe, let me make sure I get this right, sizes 28 inches through 50 inches, and that goes by increments of 2. So pretty much every common pant size you're going to be able to get in this one, whereas the Arcade only comes in 2 sizes. You can only get it, I believe it's an up to 40 and then an up to 50. So this is the up to 40. I have about a 33, 34 inch waist and I wear the up to 40, and there's not a bunch of extra material or anything like that. It's pretty comfortable. I'm actually wearing the older model right now, and it's been going strong for many months of hiking and traveling. So overall, very happy with the sizing on it. And I'll speak to the durability here in just a moment. But the actual belt material here on the Arcade it's got webbing, and it's 85% post-consumer recycled Repreve polyester. So because it is polyester, you can just throw this thing in the washing machine and the dryer. I haven't tried that. I have washed it and just let it out to dry, but they say you can throw this in the dryer if you want to. So this one has a lot more stretch, whereas this one is much more durable, at least in our testing so far. So this is high tensile nylon fiber weave, and then the buckle here is a CNC'd carbon fiber buckle, whereas this one on the Arcade belt is high density plastic. So although, I don't know, when I think carbon fiber, I think more durable. This plastic almost feels more durable in my hand, but because knowing this is carbon fiber, I do believe this is probably the more durable option. But in testing Arcade belts for a while, I know Tom has used them quite extensively too. We've never had a problem with one of these buckles breaking, but in the end, I do think this carbon fiber is going to last you. When it comes to traveling, I have heard stories on the internet, this has not happened to me, that some of the scanners at airports will catch this because carbon fiber is very dense, I believe. I'm not a scientist or anything like that, but sometimes they'll make you take this off. And I have traveled with the Arcade multiple times, and because this is plastic, it does not get caught by the scanner, and you can just walk through because there's no metal. But in theory, both of these will get you through most airports, but at the end of the day, if someone asks you to take it off, you have to take it off. They're both really quickly to get on and off, which isn't a huge deal, but for the most part, you should be able to get through without an issue. So when it comes to packability, I actually don't have a ton to say about the actual packability of these belts because, at least in my experience, if I'm traveling, I'm taking one belt with me. So if I have belt loops, it's on. So who really cares how well it fits inside your bag? But with that said, because of the materials chosen on the Arcade belt, it just kind of sits nicely and can kind of be shoved into places more easily than the, I just undid my job there. But this one's just a little bit more tense and harder to kind of pack away. But with that said, you can do it. It's not difficult, and you could also, if you bring cable ties or something with you, you can kind of just put a cable tie around it, or do it the other way and then stick it through the belt loop. But again, both of these do really well. They're very small and very lightweight because they don't have metal in them. So the point is obviously to get through security easily. That's probably why you're looking at this video. And both of these are very light because they don't have metal. So in terms of packability, you can't really go wrong with either of these belts. So when it comes to fit notes, I'm not gonna put these on because obviously you're gonna be a different shape or size than me, but I do wanna talk about comfort, and I think that's something that these two belts are very different on. Neither of these, I should start by saying, are uncomfortable. They're just very different belts. So obviously, as you can imagine, this stretchy material, at least to me, is more comfortable. So I haven't had an issue with it slipping at all. I actually was wearing an arcade belt, not this exact one, when I like hiked through a gorge earlier this year to get to a waterfall. My pants stayed up the whole time. The pants were actually a little bit big for me, and these things held my pants up. But if I was doing that every day for a week, I think that I'd rather go with something like the GRIP6 because this is just very sturdy, very durable, and you don't have to worry about this high tensile material, snagging or anything like that. It's just a very durable belt. But I will say in my experience wearing this is it's not quite as comfortable as the stretchy material on the arcade. So if you're going for more leisure and comfort, but maybe a hike or two, the arcade's a good option. But if you're getting, rough and rowdy and you want to make sure your belt stays up and stays durable, the GRIP6 is probably right for you. So there you have it, the GRIP6 forged carbon fiber belt and the Arcade Atlas belt. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker. Your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.